Welcome to Live Guitar Practice. My name's Luke with musicbythemeasurespro.com. I'm going to be breaking down, and I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be breaking this down and learning at the same time. Ghostbusters, here's the 2 electric guitar parts we wrote out. If you guys want the sheet music to follow along or want to support the channel, become a member at our website, musicbythemeasurespro.com. All right, so I looked at this a little bit a couple days ago. Haven't touched it since, so it's kind of a first look, kind of a, a prepped first look. So this on our website is the lead guitar. I'll be running through some of these first. And the lead guitar and rhythm guitar kind of double throughout. But we have both tabs open and just start learning some riffs. So we're starting with this on the end of one. So we got 1 E and 2 staccato. 1 E and 2 and 3 and... I gotta not put that on 1. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and. And then let's see if we can put that next riff together too. So we got that whole rest. Not a whole rest. We have a rest on 1. It's a quarter rest. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and. Let's put both those together and just see what happens. Full speed's 115. This is 60. 3 and 4. 1, 2 E and 3 and 1 and. Oh, see, did I count that right? 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and. I missed it. 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 E and 3 and. And started that one on the wrong beat, but you're getting I'm getting the idea. Hopefully you're getting it as well. Let's look at this other little riff in the intro. R-E-L-E-Y? Hopefully I'm saying that close to right. How's your day going? All right, so the beginning of this riff starts the same way. We got that 1 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and so most of this is the same. 2 E and 3 and 4. I'll tell you right away, I'm gonna stink at that staccato. Now, front lines master, I can say hi to you, and I can pronounce most of those words. It's pretty impressive. I'm not great at like pronunciations. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2. I wonder if saying hi is like the test to see if this is actually live. What if that's pre-recorded too? 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4. Now this song's actually played with overdrive, or this guitar part's played with overdrive. I'm keeping it. I'm doing good. I think you're talking to Orally, not even me. All right, let's put this. I'm gonna stink at that staccato for a while to clean that up. 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4. And 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4. 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 E and Fun Unconfined. I can pronounce that name as well. Sir, it's me, Babin, from India. I'm going to skip that one word. How's India doing? And Frontline Master is sick today. That stinks. I'm a little, I would say hungover, but I'm not sure. Just a little tired. And I did maybe drink too much. 1E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4. Let's do that again. And 3 and 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4. 1E and a 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, I keep on wanting to put that second set of nines, or the first set of nines, on the wrong beat. And a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a... And 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1. So oftentimes, right, I'm just not counting it. I might just be waking up. Let's speed it up a little bit. I feel like I can play that faster, and that might help my timing, which is not always the case. These eighth notes, or this eighth note, I really like to rush. I like to get to it quick, and then I'm always early to 4. Let's go back to this riff. And again, day one, just sourcing it out, just trying to figure out what's going on, get my fingers used to it. 4, 1 and a 2. Did it again. 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and a... All right, let's do the other two measures and we'll put this together. Feeling it now. One and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a... Just don't like doing that. 4, 1 and a 2 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a... Really think about that. And I'm always going to start songs super slow, slowly build up speed. That's just the way to learn. Metronome gives me a guide, lets me know what's going on, gives me like a bass line. I know right now, hey, I can play those 2 riffs at 65. Okay, let's keep pushing this tempo now. I'm trying not to screw up on that little 16th note. Total brain malfunction. 4, 1, and a... and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. 1. Alright. Cool. Let's keep speeding it up until it gets sloppy, and then we'll go learn a new part. And 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. Cool. Just keep going. And a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. Now, I don't need to do that 8 times in a row or how many times I did it, but it's just, sit there, relax, think about it, count it out in your head, keep playing it, just let it settle in. One, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's do 90 and then we're going to move on to something else. Like this idea is in my fingers now. Try to come back either tonight, practice some more, do another live, or work on another instrument. I gotta play that rhythm right. 2, 3, 4, 1. Want to get it 2 times in a row. Into 2 and 3. Into 2. So, did not have 2 times in a row. That sounded good, but we got the idea. All right, so the next riff, we're not learning that riff yet. That riff scares me. So let's actually jump to the rhythm guitar part. It's very similar to this right here, just a little bit different. So I'm making sure I hit both of these before I run out of time. Oh, we're good yet. Okay. Skipping this intro for now. We'll do that later. I want to work on this rhythm right here. What gets me is like these, I wouldn't even call it an accent, but like he's going from no chord, he's going from this mute. So it's 1 and we're putting that, it feels like an accent, right? Because we're bringing that chord in for the first time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and I want to put that next beat on 1. So we got some 16th notes throughout, and this idea repeats through a lot of the songs. You get this riff down, slight variation. Sometimes we're playing this equal. I think we saw that on the lead guitar part, but for the most part, it's this idea. Let's run through it a couple more times and count it out, and then we'll put the click to it. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and. See how fast 70's going to be. 3. That's a little slower than I was just playing it, so that's good. Let's go by sixes. Keep going. Yeah, not too bad of a part, right? Like it's not overly difficult. I know if I wouldn't have worked on it one time before I came in, though, I would have put every single one of these B5s on the downbeat. It's just where I'd want to put it, and it's good to work on something that doesn't put chords where you want to and changes your rhythm patterns. Go one speed faster, and we'll go look for something else. So I don't know if there's anything else in the rhythm guitar I'm actually going to be looking at. Like I said, the verse is a little bit different. They're playing a different E form there. It looks like everything else is pretty much the same. Let's just scroll ahead. Now this part we're going to talk about in the lead guitar part. So I don't think there's anything else. Actually, I don't even know what happens on the bridge. Oh, I think there's all these riffs. Yeah, let's learn that. We'll stall for time too before I learn that part that I don't want to learn because it's hard. All right, the bridge. There's a bridge and a drum break. It's probably the only other thing that I need to work on. Just see what's going on the drum break. That I can play. Oh, wait. That looks way more fun than the thing I'm about to tackle. So let's do this a minute. Let's go like 80. And are these, so we got these two measures, and it looks like it repeats after that. One little variation, one little variation. Okay, let's just get this idea down. We'll do these 4 measures. So we got 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. That's going to get me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Let's see if I can put these both together. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4. Other than rushing the hell out of it. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. So I don't know if we need to keep practicing this, but we'll do one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. At least I looked at the idea. Okay, let's go to this. So okay, so we got 1 and 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Oh, it hits on the. So just because we have that like pickup slide, that's gonna throw me. Let's slow this down. I do not think I'm going to be good at this. And the nice thing is, this one has 2 mutes. This has 1. It's the same riff throughout. Again, it has the 2. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Yeah. 4. 1 and 2. 3, 4. 1 and 2. 3, 4. 1 and 2. 2. Okay, I need to count this out a couple times and maybe practice on my own because just that slide in there gets me. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. See that has that. Get that idea down. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. I gotta get that slide faster, but 3, 4, 1 and 2. Yeah. 3, 4, 1 and 2. Ah! let's slow that down to. So this is what happens when I don't rehearse beforehand, or at least look at it. Just try to get this rhythm idea down, and then move on. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, oh man, I really need to work. 1 and 2. All right, let's try this a couple more times with the metronome. See what happens. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 at least got the idea in my fingers, so all right, we'll work on that. What is a little change here? Okay, so really we're just playing these chords. So it starts the same. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should work on that because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to play it later. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so I think that covers the ideas that I wanted to get done on the rhythm guitar. Yeah, sweet. Let's save that. Got tempo markers for next time. We're going to go back to the lead guitar part. And now, again, a lot of these things double throughout. So the verse pretty much doubles the other guitar part. Sometimes there's that extra chord. This is the part that intimidates me, so I guess we'll start it. So a couple different things about it. It's skank strum. So oftentimes he's playing like this. And then hitting individual notes. Like I can do like a fake approximation of it. Like that's like not even close to reality, but like if I played that for some people, they'd be like, oh, you can play this. It's like, no, I kind of understand some of the ideas, but okay. So literally, this is not going to be fun, but I'm just have to take 10 or 15 minutes and just really start getting this idea down. Start doing this today, in this practice, work on this a little bit tonight. And I think I'm going to do like kind of a skank approximation, which is skank is a funny term, but and by that I mean as I get more comfortable, it'll be more of this strumming. In the beginning, it's gonna be a lot of, like there's barely an extra note in there, and there's a little bit of that 4th string coming in. Oh, this rhythm. So 1E and 2 and 1E and 2 and. So this is a style of playing that I play. I can do skank, but I don't do anything interesting. right? That's easy for me to do because I've faked that a lot. But to actually like play a part with skank style is gonna take some time. So okay, I'm stalling. Let's slow this down. Tell you 60 is gonna be too much for me. But I also do know, and again, I am stalling. I do know that running through this 3 or 4 times, like slowly, my poor understanding of skank style will meet what these notes actually are. So start with the approximation and then slowly get it to what it's supposed to be. So we got 1E and 2 and. 1E and 2 and. So hopefully I went slow enough that holy shit. To play just half this measure and really start getting that style. 2 and 1E and 2 and 1E and 1E and 2 and 1E and 2 and 1E and 2 and. And be okay. I'm starting at 50 BPM, and I'm a guitar teacher. So be okay starting so slow because you're learning new technique. You don't start an exercise running. You just start slow and build up. And I'm saying that because I feel self-conscious about not being able to play this at 50. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, let's look at the next one. So it's 3E. Yeah, 3E and. That is tricky for me. So we got 3E and 4 and there's gonna be some bad notes, but we'll live with it for now. All right, try to get that rhythm down. So it's one less thing to think about. 3 and 4 and 3E and 4. And 4 and 3, 4 and 3E and 4 and okay. Let's put that whole measure together. Try to put the whole measure together. So 1E and 2 and 3E and 4 and trying to let go of that third string when I hit the second. Doesn't always happen, but we'll clean it up. I guess that last one would be. So I'm gonna do one measure, take a break, one measure, take a break. Good thing is though, this idea is repeating enough. There's some variations to the other measures, but we're developing the technique, we're developing the style at the same time, and it'll make these other measures easier to learn. And 4 and 1E and. I'm having trouble on that 3. And a 2 and 3 E N. And a 2 and 3 E and 4 and a 2 E N. That last one wasn't bad. 4 and. So easy for me to be late on that 3. 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and 3 E. I'm just gonna count it. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and 4 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and 4 and that was better. The 2 and 3 E and 4 and a 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and. We'll do this a couple more times. We're gonna power our way through this. The natural inclination that I have is to move on to something else, right? But like, just stick with this. I'm not worn out from the idea yet. Just keep practicing it, and it might get worse. But when you come back the next day, it's gonna be a little bit better. 1 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and. That is pretty shit right now. All right, let's get this other idea in my head. Just trying to make sure that these, yeah. Again, it's very similar ideas throughout. So this one is 1 E and. Oh, and that carries over to the 2. So 1 E and 2 E. Yeah. I laugh because that's hard for me to do. 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2. Hello. The person that just said hello. The name looks Japanese and I can't pronounce. I can say one word in Japan. I can say a couple actually, but sakana was the one that I was taught. All right, we're gonna try this. All right, yeah, let's just do it this way. And 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and 2 E and 1 E and and 2 E and 1 E and all right, next half of this measure. So staccato on the 7th, 3 and 4 E. Try to get both those 7s in there. Oh. Now it's gonna be very easy for me to want to rush that 8, especially at this, or that 7/8 at this slower tempo. 3E. 3 and let's hear what the tempo is on that. And 4E and 3 and 4E and. That's just fun to play. 3 and 4E and 3 and. Alright, let's put that together. So we got 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4E and E. And okay, here's where it gets more fun, right? Like, it was painstaking for me and probably for you watching to do this at 50. But by doing at 50 and just counting and just fucking doing the work, all of a sudden, like this measure, which I think is a little bit easier to play, it was easier just because I put the hard work in on that. So just shut your brain down and play. 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 2E and 3E and 1E and a 2E and. Well, let me settle myself. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4E and 1 and 3 and 4E and 1E and a 2E. So, let's see if we can put both those measures together with probably a little measure of a break in between. So we got 1E and a 2 and a 3E and a 3E and 4. Might have to review this measure separately with metronome, but 1E and a 2 and a 2 and 3E and 4 and a. That's going to be a little tough. Let's try it. And a 2E and a 3 and 4E and 1E and a 2. And a 3 and 4E and a 1E and a 2 and 3E and 4 and a. is pretty crap right now. Squiggly lines. Well, I shouldn't say squiggly lines. It's probably mean. But thank you for the nice comment. Cool content and nice teacher. I would say the content is okay. I'm working on this medium, understanding it better. I owned a music studio for 12 years or so, or probably 9 years. And yeah, anyway, so trying to do YouTube videos now and practice more. And practicing more live is good. It's stressful. It's challenging, and it's a good challenge. So, and being bad live is interesting as well. 1E and 2 and 3E and 4E and 4E and 1E and 2. I think I hear, all right, like program my brain to think of this as an up strum, or think of these two rhythms as repeating, and it's an eighth note, and that's why I'm always late. Let's try to do a couple mutes through it. Try to play a couple more times, and then call it good. 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2. And 4E and 1E and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2. Alright, I'm going to do a couple mutes because I'm almost getting that rhythm right, but consistently screwing it up. 2 and 3E and 4 and 1E and 4 and 1E and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2. So I tried something new, and it failed on me. Trying to really think of this as a down strum, and I keep on wanting to play it up, and I can play it up and be in time. Doing it as a down strum, it kind of screws up my timing a little bit. Let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple without metronome. 1E and 2 and 3E. 1E and 2 and 3E and 4E and and I really have to slow that 16th note down because I want to go. Which, you know, when we get up to full speed, it'll sound more like that, but it's not that at 50 BPM. Yeah, that rhythm's shit, but all right, a couple more with metronome. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2 and 3E and 4 and 3 and 4 and brain malfunctioned. That was good. I was getting into a little bit of a groove and feeling it versus having to think really hard, which is the next step. As soon as you have that kind of in your fingers, you'll speed it up quickly. And 3, and 4, and 1. 1E and 2, and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2. I screwed it up. All right, we're going to call it there, guys. Thanks for checking us out, musicbythemeasurespro.com. My name is Luke. Trying to do these daily, working on a big project for Halloween coming up. So subscribe to the channel so you'll see the video when it's done. All right, thanks, and I will talk to you all soon.